Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is doing great this week. Today is my shot day weekly update. So we are going to try to make a video every Tuesday on shot day, just to give some details of how that previous week has went, what the weigh-in is today on shot day. And then my hope is to also do a video on Friday when my medication has been in full effect for a few days, and get the weigh-in details on that day, because usually shot day is higher on my weight than a few days after. So I want to be transparent with everyone, and I think that this will also help people to know that, you know, like we've talked about before, that our weight loss isn't just a straight down path. It is got bumps in the roads. It goes up and down and fluctuates. So that is my hope for doing this video on shot day. So today is April 15th, 2025. I have been on compounded Tirzepatide since February 2024. And I have lost up and down 65 pounds since then, using compounded medication. For those that don't know, my starting weight was 330 with the compounded medication. So I have made a lot of progress on that. Today, the weigh-in was not so great, but I'm going to tell you why I'm not stressed about it. So as of last week, I was on 11.2 of compounded Tirzepatide. Last Monday, I had weighed 4.5 pounds more. And in the video, I said that I felt like it was probably also because it was that time of the month for me. And I believe that that's why I had that weight gain, which 4.5 pounds is a lot, you know, and it's definitely kind of shocks you when you do get that. So it's not pleasing. But that Friday, I ended up losing 5.9 pounds, which brought me to 266.8. Sorry, you're going to hear my dog. She's walking around right now, looking to do something. So last Friday, with the 5.9 loss, that was fabulous. So I had lost all of the weight from my cycle and then some, which was fantastic. Today's weight, again, is going to be up higher. And I gained 1.8 from last week. So last week I was 266.8 on Friday. Today it's 268.6, so 1.8 gain. I expect the gains on Mondays. It is rough. You do get the food suppression, you know, for several days in the week, but obviously the half-life dose kicks in day 5, 6, 7. You are a little bit hungrier. So I did take my shot today, and today I have started out on 13.5 of compounded Tirzepatide and injecting 74 units. So this prescription I started today is from Empower. And the previous one was from Aketa. And I think I've talked in the previous videos that I really wasn't feeling a lot with the last vial from Aketa, which is from Mochi. And I was really concerned how effective that vial was. So I went ahead and started the new vial from Empower. It's still through Mochi on this one. I'll go into a little bit more about the other vials shortly. So we're going to see how this one goes. The concentration is definitely different than what I had been getting from Aketa. Aketa's pharmacy, I was injecting 50 units, I think it was, or 55 units every Monday or Tuesday, I'm sorry. And this one is 74. So a difference. So we're going to see how the two are. It is a little bit higher in dose for the compounded Tirzepatide because I needed to bump up. I have been pretty much, you know, in a plateau, gaining and losing the same amount of pounds for the last several months. And I need to break through that plateau and get to the 250s. That is my next small goal, is to get to 255. and just get out of the 260s. I feel like every time I hit a new increment of 10s, like I was in 270s for several months. I've been in the 260s now for several months. It's like I've got to get out of it. And I'm not trying to progress my dosage higher every month. I'm trying to see if I can do different things to push through those stalls, or if I do need the medication. And I think the insulin resistance is playing a big part in that gain and loss and the plateaus. So I'm hoping that this week on Friday will be different and that I've lost more. Side effects this week, I've not really had any. As I said before, I feel like with the Acetavile, I've not really been injecting anything. So it'll be interesting to see how this new vial is, and a little bit of a stronger dose. Hopefully I'll have better results on Friday. I've also been working on eating more calories than just 1,200. For a while, it's been hard just to get to 1,200 calories. You know, some days there's more suppression than others. And, you know, I know that the 1,200 isn't good, that I need more than that. And that may also be part of it, that my body is just not accepting the 1,200. But I've never seemed to lose if I eat more than 1,200 calories. And I think, like I said, the insulin resistance plays a factor in that. So I'm trying to figure all of that out and balance it. But I know that there are some days when my half-life dose kicks in, like this weekend, I was a little bit hungrier, but I listened to my body. It was like, okay, I need a little bit more food. So I was okay with that because obviously my body needed it. It's not the same as having the food noise anymore. It's just like, oh, you know what? I'm a little hungry. I'm going to try to do a little bit more protein this day and, you know, see what I get. I am tracking my food again right now just to see what days what I lose and how much calories I'm taking in on those days. I only weigh in on Mondays and Fridays. I'm sorry, I always say Monday. I don't know why. Tuesdays and Fridays, and the day of the shot, and then a few days after, just to get a gauge of the difference between the two. So my goal is keep tracking my calories, and then also try to get 1,300 calories this week. If I can keep 1,300 calories for a week and a half to 2 weeks, I'm gonna try to go up to 1,400. I was working with a trainer a while back. Sorry, you're going to see my dog over in the corner there. She's sniffing around. I was working with a trainer last year in August, and I've not been able to do so since I had injured myself. And I'm seeing a surgeon next week on that. But we were trying to bump up and do a reverse diet. I hate the word diet. But my metabolism is just shot, and I'm still learning about metabolism because I've never been taught about any of this. So it's kind of like a trial and error. And I think that's another reason why I've been staying so long on a dose before I go up, is I want to make sure I've tried everything possible before I go up in a dose. I'm not quick to jump on doses. So with that, I'm also leaning into more clear protein drinks just to get that protein in. My goal is to at least hit 90 grams of protein a day if possible. Yesterday I hit, I think it was 121 grams of protein, which was amazing. So I have been trying out some different clear proteins. I plan to make a protein video soon with my reviews on what I feel like has been the best so far. It's not a promotion at all. I just want to share with you some really great finds that I've had luck with, in hopes that you find something as well. So what's new? Going through several telehealths has been kind of what's new for me. Most people in the GLP-1 world know that Mochi Health has had a lot of trouble and challenges lately, And now there is a big delay in getting your compound medication from them because they are now not able to use a pharmacy. With that, their medicine, or at least my part, has been sent over to Empower RX to get filled. And there is a long delay in getting that medication. So I have went through several other telehealth companies to get medication to have on hand, especially with the lawsuits going on. We don't know how long we're going to have our compounded medication. And with Mochi's delays, I can't afford not to have my medication, period. I am dependent on it at this moment. It quiets everything in my brain, and anyone that's been on a GLP-1 will tell you it is life-changing, and it's something that once you're on it, you really realize how different life was without it, and you don't want to go back to that. So I probably will do a comparison on telehealth in my experience probably soon. I'm still gathering information. I have 2 telehealths right now that are in the process of sending me the medication. So once I have that, I'm timing everything out. I'm writing it down. Once I have all that information and it gets in my hands, then I will make a video and go through the differences in the 3 or 4 telehealths that I've experienced. And I think that is probably all the update right now. Like I said, I'm going to make a video on Friday with the update weigh-in. Hopefully, like I said, we'll see the scale go back down. My next goal is to get to 255. Right now, let's make it a smaller goal. Let's go to 260. I'm going to break it down to 260 right now. So that is the next goal, is 260. And my emoji of this week, if you have made it this far, is a beverage. Any beverage emoji of your choice, because that is going to remind us all to stay hydrated. It is vitally important to stay hydrated. I have been having some heart palpitations and some higher heart rates lately. And when I saw my physician, she indicated that it's dehydration. So also as a bariatric patient, it is hard to get in liquids a lot of times anyway. And, you know, you get dehydrated very quickly. So I am trying to keep hydrated, whatever I can drink at this point, just to get fluids in, I'm fine with. So let me know what your favorite beverage is, because I am always looking for new beverage flavors. I'm thinking about getting some lemon and some mint leaves and different things and putting that in some water. I love unsweet tea. I love coffee, like the blonde roast, but I would love to know what is your favorite go-to drink to stay hydrated. So hope everyone is doing great. Thank you again for your support. If you liked this video or found it helpful, please like and subscribe. It greatly helps the algorithm out and shares this video out to other people that may be on the journey that are struggling or need guidance as well. So that's it for now, and we will talk again soon. I hope everyone has a great rest of the day. Thanks for watching.